We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Well, it was the Sacramento Kings in their last game, a loss to the Golden State Warriors. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Knew it would be tough going in, but they were completely overmatched. Skill, effort, everything.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Kings, Buddy Hield is out there with Fox. Then there's Skal Labissiere, and it's Bogdanović in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Hield after LeBron James's miss. And about halfway through the season, some teams at the bottom, Doris, they're struggling. Oh!
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Boy, what great speed he's got, Greg. Just phenomenal work getting all the way to the cup in transition.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. They set the screen. Here's Fox, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots.
Look at that.
Wow. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. And so here's Sacramento. Hield with it. Now Thomas defending. Hield dishes to Fox. And it's Bogdanović in the corner. Over LeBron. Bogdanović, no luck. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by LeBron. And it's 6 points for Jordan.
How good is King James at spreading the floor, involving everyone on the offensive end?
Fox kicks to Jamison. Fox passes to Jamison. Here's the screen. Right side, Bogdanović. Shot clock at 6. Got it. Good job in the low post. Bogdanović has got his first basket of the night.
Well, mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Here's Zizic. It's rebounded by Labissiere. And Bogdanović kicks to Fox. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Love.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
No good on the second free throw. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
And Doris, one thing we've seen with LeBron, he's not shy putting pressure on the franchise when it comes to personnel decisions.
Right, Kev, this guy is very serious about winning championships. LeBron James expects support from ownership in terms of acquiring the right pieces, and he keeps his contract short with a purpose. That exerts leverage to be in position to win.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the evening. Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Zizic. Jay Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for James. And Andrew Harrison subbed in for Thomas. And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
All right, Kev, he says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career, never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable.
Temple can't get it to go.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but look.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that? Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
The pass to Papagiannis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Dave Yeager. David?
That's right, Kevin. Now you see where the game changes from where it used to be. He said tonight they've got to get back, and if that means giving up offensive rebounds, so be it. He thinks good transition defense is the biggest difference in their chance at winning. Kevin?
Thanks, David. The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Free throw good, Jordan. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Hill. Here's the screen. Temple dishes to Bogdanovich. Coley Stein, a screen. Shot clock at 5. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Crowder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Temple, guarded by Jordan. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. There's the triple. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist from Crowder. 18 points for Jordan.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Coley Stein, a screen. Outside Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Smith. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even.
Again, just another part of the match. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Labissiere. Fox is out there with Heel. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5. Jordan's shot is off. The Kings trail by 10. And Fox has it in the corner. Labissiere, the screen. Lets it go from 11, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Fox has got it back down to single digits for the Kings. Outside Thomas. James against Jamison. Off on the layup.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there, one of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
The Kings trail by 10. And here is Fox. He had 27 points last game. Jamison, a screen. Fox passes to Hield and stolen by Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Kings have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Heald kicks to Labissiere. He dishes it to Fox. Jamison with a screen for Fox. Back to Labissiere. 6 to shoot. 7-foot shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And again, another shot drained there from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Papianis passes to Fox. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Oh! Look at that.
Keeping the pressure on and starting to pad this lead around the halfway point.
Yeah, seems like they're starting to pull away a bit right now. They just look a little faster and a little hungrier than the opposition right now.
Shot by Heald, nobody around. Nailed from three-point land. Heald's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
Doors, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, you think he can dish it out, but I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today, and frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Jordan is out there with Thomas, and it's Zizic in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Hawks lit up the floor. He had 37 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it, and he took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, you do wonder, though, Greg, does he still have some of the adrenaline going from that performance? No matter how tired he is, he should have plenty of energy coming off that.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Timeout called by the Kings.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You take a look at Jordan. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Here's Temple, guarded by Jordan. It's back to Hill. Cauley-Stein, a screen. Just 5 to shoot, and the basket by Hill.
Nothing the defense can do about George Hill. This guy exceptional at scoring inside thanks to his length.
And George Hill, one of the elite defensive point guards in the league.
Well, he's got all the tools, Kevin. He's a great athlete. He's got long arms and, of course, the know-how to get it done.
Pass to Labissiere. Smith against Bogdanovich. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Cauley-Stein's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, that was a good kick out for the assist. Finding his open teammate on the outside.
Jordan with the bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The Kings trail by 16. And there's the foul. It goes on Mr. Incredible. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Harrison's checked in. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Sacramento. 1:33 left in the third quarter. And Temple kicks to Hill. Cauley-Stein with a screen on Crowder. That shot off, so Cleveland will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
Hill dishes to Bogdanovich, just 4 to shoot.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Kings have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Cleveland. And a change for the Kings. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Garrett Temple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Crowder. A 3-ball. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 16. He feeds it to Hill. The dish to Hield. Tries it from 9. Connects. The jumper drops. Hield's got 5 points so far.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Jordan. And another miss by Cleveland. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's the teardrop.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
8 seconds left to play here in the third. Got a piece of it. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
You got to help the man guarding the basketball, whether he needs help or not. Be ready.
And there's Dave Yeager emphasizing. A different look now for Cleveland. Zizic comes in for Thompson. And it's Jordan in for Rodney Magruder. Scal Labissière's checked in for Sacramento. Bogdanovich comes in for George Hill. On the court for Sacramento, they've got Hield. Also Fox out there. Bogdanovich out there with Labissière. And it's Jamison in at the power forward. Hield can't hit.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
No good from Jordan. The Kings trail by 11. On the wing, Hield. And the three off target.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And Doris, regarding league expansion with the popularity of international basketball, you think there'll ever be a team added to the NBA that is not located in North America?
You know, this is a fascinating supposition because the game is so popular in China. The game is increasingly popular in any number of non-NBA cities in Europe, Kev. I just wonder about the logistics of it. We talk all the time about the difficulty of the travel schedule and the games in a certain number of nights. If you're incorporating overseas travel, it just seems to me that that's going to be a tough jigsaw to work out.
It could be. If you're playing on the East Coast and play in a London or a Paris, those flights probably don't measure much over 7 hours. But I get your point, and that, all leagues are looking at this now very closely.
This is something the league is looking hard at. It'll be curious to see what occurs from it.
I think one of the things, too, is do we need to influence overseas markets now to find new revenues? I think that's something that all the leagues are looking at.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Of course, you've been a color analyst for both men's basketball, women's basketball. Stylistically, what's the difference, in your opinion, between the two, if anything?
Well, I think there are a number of differences. The primary one being athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball, whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. The above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really, you can see fundamentals so strongly.
You can... No, he did not!
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Well, there's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
To the middle, and stolen by Love. Here's Jordan. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Jordan's got 39.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
And a chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Incredible.
And, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. .103 left in the game.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Cavaliers.
And, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got 41.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Hill, a screen on Thompson. Looking to end the run. Nailed from three-point land. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Yeah.
Great game, DJ.
Thanks.
Listen, the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
Okay, let's
All
do
right.
it.
Right this way.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our postgame guest.
Hey, this is Shaq. You've had a great run of games recently and have taken your game up a level. What's been the change that allowed this?
Shaq, I would say it's the focus. I've been trying to cut out distractions during the season and just focus on doing what I can to help this basketball team get the wins. And it's all about taking this team as far as we can go, and at the end of the day, that's what we'll be measured by.
Great answer, dude.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. Farewell and good night.